Welcome to Health 247, the place where age is just a number, and every heartbeat matters. Whether you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, this is your home for simple, science-backed habits to help you live stronger, longer, and with more joy, starting today. For years, Paul started every morning the same way. He'd hit the snooze button, skip breakfast, grab a coffee, and jump into his day. He was 55, retired, and figured his heart was doing just fine. No pain, no problem, right? But one morning, his world shifted. A silent warning. A skipped beat. A quiet trip to the ER. That's when he learned the truth. Heart attacks don't always come with sirens, they whisper through your daily choices. That wake-up call changed everything. His doctor didn't give him a long list of pills. Instead, he gave him a simple message. If you want your heart to keep showing up for you, start showing up for it every morning. And today, we're going to show you exactly how. These morning habits are simple, gentle, and incredibly powerful, especially after 50. Because how you start your day is how your heart learns to stay. Number 1. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning. It's such a simple act, reaching for a glass of water. But after age 50, that one sip can do more for your heart than you might ever imagine. Every night while you sleep, your body quietly works behind the scenes, repairing, resetting, healing. But it's also slowly losing water. You may not sweat, you may not move much, but with every breath, moisture leaves your body. By the time the sun rises, your blood is thicker, your heart is working harder to push it through your vessels, and you're more vulnerable to things like high blood pressure, even heart attacks. Now imagine this. Before anything else, before coffee, before emails, before the news, you take a deep breath and reach for a tall glass of water. Not cold, not rushed, just cool, clean water. That first glass. It tells your heart. You're not alone. I've got your back. Water thins the blood just enough to make circulation smoother. It wakes up your kidneys, flushes out overnight waste, and reduces the early morning strain on your cardiovascular system. Want to make it even better? Try adding a few slices of lemon for vitamin C and a gentle liver detox. Or a few rounds of cucumber, which brings in antioxidants and a refreshing twist. Some people love to add a pinch of sea salt or a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, but even plain water is powerful. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to be a health expert. You don't need a fancy gym or a long routine. Just a glass of water, waiting for you each morning. Simple. Gentle. Life-saving. So tomorrow, before the noise of the world begins, gift your heart a moment of peace. Start your day not with stress or speed, but with stillness and a sip. Because in your 50s and beyond, it's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most, first. Number 2. Take 5 to 10 minutes to breathe or meditate. Your heart doesn't just respond to what you eat or how you move. It listens to how you feel when you wake up. Mornings can be quiet, but not always peaceful, especially as we grow older. There's the to-do list, the medication schedule, the family worries, the world news, and somewhere under all that noise is your heart, just trying to keep a steady beat. But here's the truth few people say out loud. Your heart isn't just a pump. It's a mirror. It reflects the state of your inner world. Now imagine this. You wake up, sit by a window, feel the morning light on your skin. Instead of reaching for your phone, you close your eyes. And for just 5 minutes, you breathe. Not the shallow kind of breathing we do when we're stressed or rushing. But slow, deep, intentional breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6. Do it again. 5 times. That's all. With each breath, your body begins to shift. Cortisol, the stress hormone, starts to drop. Your blood vessels relax. Your heartbeat evens out, like a song finally finding its rhythm. Harvard researchers have found that this simple morning meditation helps the heart stay more stable and resilient throughout the entire day. It lowers blood pressure, soothes anxiety, and improves circulation, all without a single pill. And the best part? You don't have to be a monk on a mountain. You can do this sitting in your kitchen, on your porch, or still tucked under the covers. No fancy cushion. No incense. Just presence. Because sometimes the most powerful medicine is a moment of silence. So tomorrow morning, after you drink that first glass of water, give your heart a second gift. Give it a space to breathe, to settle, to begin again. After 50, peace isn't just a luxury, it's part of your prescription for a stronger heart, a clearer mind, and a better life. Number 3. Move your body gently for 15 to 30 minutes. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it loves to move. But after 50, it doesn't want intensity, it wants intention. Some mornings, you might wake up feeling stiff. Maybe your knees ache a little. Maybe your back complains when you stand. And maybe, just maybe, you hear that little voice say, "You're too old for this." But here's the truth, you're not too old. You just need to move differently. Gently. Kindly. Consistently. Light morning movement isn't about burning calories or chasing youth. It's about waking up your circulation, stretching the stiffness out of your joints, and reminding your heart, we're still in this together. It could be a 15-minute walk around the block, fresh air, light footsteps, a gentle pace. Or maybe some chair yoga or Tai Chi in your living room, with the sun peeking through the blinds. Even just standing by the window and doing slow shoulder rolls, neck stretches, or side bends can make a difference. The science behind it? Morning movement activates your cardiac circadian rhythm, your heart's internal clock. It sets your blood pressure, your heartbeat, and your energy tone for the rest of the day. And the benefits are beautiful. Improved blood flow. Stronger heart muscles. Better oxygen delivery to the brain. Even a lift in mood that can last for hours. But here's the key, start slow. Don't jump out of bed into push-ups or heavy lifting. Give your body time to warm up. Start with a few stretches in bed. Then stand. Then walk. Let your body gently unfold into movement, like a flower greeting the sun. Because your heart doesn't need a marathon, it just needs a morning invitation to move. So tomorrow, after your water and breathing, put on your favorite sweater, step into a patch of light, and begin to move, however gently you can. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is presence. And every step you take is a step toward a healthier, longer, more joyful life. Number 4. Eat a balanced, heart-friendly breakfast. Skipping breakfast might save you time. But it could cost your heart more than you know. For many years, Barbara didn't think much of breakfast. She'd wake up, pour herself a strong cup of coffee, nibble on a cookie or skip food altogether. No appetite, she'd say. But by 10 a.m., she'd feel tired, jittery, unfocused. And by the time her doctor mentioned her rising blood pressure and cholesterol, she was shocked. Then she learned something surprising from the American Heart Association. Skipping breakfast can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 27%. Why? Because your body, especially after 50, needs gentle, steady fuel to start the day. Going without breakfast can trigger spikes in blood sugar, strain your heart, and even lead to overeating later on. But here's the good news. A heart-healthy breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. Try this. A warm bowl of oatmeal with some chia seeds for fiber and omega-3s. Add a handful of fresh berries, they're packed with antioxidants. Maybe a boiled egg for protein, or a slice of whole grain toast with a drizzle of olive oil. And of course, water or herbal tea to keep things flowing smoothly. What to skip? Bacon and processed meats, they're high in sodium and harmful fats. Sugary pastries, they cause blood sugar crashes. And that overly strong coffee on an empty stomach? It can trigger anxiety and irregular heartbeat. Remember, the goal isn't to feel full, it's to feel fueled. A good breakfast sets your metabolism, supports stable energy, and helps your heart beat with more ease throughout the day. So tomorrow, after you've had your water, done your breathing, and moved your body, take a moment to nourish yourself. Not with guilt. Not with restriction. But with care. Because every heartbeat you have deserves a little kindness in return. Number 5. Enjoy your coffee the smart way. Coffee isn't the enemy of your heart. But how and when you drink it? That makes all the difference. For millions of us, coffee isn't just a drink, it's a ritual. The warmth of the mug in your hand. The smell that fills the kitchen. The quiet moment before the day begins. And here's some good news. Coffee, when enjoyed wisely, can actually support heart health. Research shows that moderate coffee intake, about 1 to 2 cups per morning, may reduce the risk of heart failure, stroke, and even irregular heart rhythms. But there's a catch. It's not the coffee itself that often causes problems. It's what we add to it, and when we drink it. Many people pour their first cup right after waking up, on an empty stomach, before breakfast, before water, before anything. That jolt of caffeine hits hard. It can spike blood pressure, trigger palpitations, and leave you feeling anxious rather than energized. So here's a heart-smart strategy. Wait about 30 minutes after breakfast before having your coffee. Let your body wake up gently. Let your heart settle. Let your breakfast create a buffer. And be mindful of what goes into your cup. Skip the heavy creamers, flavored syrups, and extra sugar. Try it black, or with a splash of plant-based milk. If you love a little sweetness, use a pinch of cinnamon, it can actually help balance blood sugar. Remember, coffee isn't just a caffeine fix, it's a relationship. Treat it with respect, and it will return the favor. So tomorrow, after you've hydrated, breathed, stretched, and nourished your body, sit back and enjoy your cup. Let it be a moment of peace, not a rush. A warm companion, not a wake-up slap. Because after 50, energy isn't about speed, it's about steady, thoughtful rhythms. And a smart cup of coffee? That's one of life's simplest, richest pleasures. Number 6. Read something uplifting or write in a gratitude journal. Your heart beats in your chest. But it also listens to what lives in your mind. We often talk about food and exercise when it comes to heart health. But there's one quiet habit that doctors don't always prescribe, yet it's just as powerful. Gratitude. Each morning, after you've had your water, your breath, your stretch, your meal, and your coffee, give your heart one last gift, a few words of thanks. It could be as simple as writing down 3 things you're grateful for. A grandchild's laughter. A pain-free morning. The scent of toast and fresh air. This small act, just a few lines in a notebook, can reduce cortisol, lower blood pressure, and even raise dopamine, the brain's natural, feel-good, chemical. In fact, studies show that gratitude changes the heart's rhythm, calming it, strengthening it, making it more resilient to stress. Don't like writing? No problem. Pick up a book that lifts your spirit. Maybe a passage from a Buddhist text. A page from a meditation guide. Or even a short story that makes you smile. The key isn't what you read or write. It's how it shifts your focus. From fear to peace. From complaint to appreciation. From aging to awakening. Because aging isn't a decline, it's a deepening. And every morning you choose gratitude, you're teaching your heart a better rhythm. So tomorrow, before you dive into the demands of the day, pause. Light a candle. Open your notebook. Write down 3 little things that make this moment beautiful. Or read a line that reminds you that life, even now, is a miracle. In the end, it's not just your arteries you want open, it's your awareness. A grateful heart is a strong heart. And that strength? It lasts longer than any pill ever could. Number 7. Check your blood pressure or heart rate, if you have a history of heart issues. Your heart speaks to you every day. The question is, are you listening? For those of us over 50, especially if we've had heart issues before, a quiet check-in each morning can make all the difference. Not out of fear. Not out of worry. But out of care. Because your heart is a storyteller. And its rhythm, its pressure, its pace, they're messages. Messages that can tell you, I'm steady today. Or, something feels a little off. With today's technology, checking your blood pressure or heart rate takes just a few minutes. A simple home monitor on your arm or wrist. No needles, no noise, just you and the numbers. And these numbers, they matter. They can catch silent changes before symptoms appear. Like rising blood pressure, irregular rhythm, or early signs of stress on the heart. And when you track them regularly, you give your doctor a powerful tool. A clear picture of how your heart is doing, day by day. Just keep a small notebook by your monitor. Write down the date, time, and your readings. Bring it with you to your checkups. It shows you're not just living with heart disease, you're leading your health with wisdom. And don't let the numbers scare you. Think of them like traffic signs. Green means go. Yellow means slow down. Red means get help. But you can't respond if you don't look. So if you have a history of high blood pressure, atrial fibrillation, or any heart condition, make this a gentle part of your morning routine. Like brushing your teeth. Like tying your shoes. Just one more way to say, I respect this body. I honor this heart. And I'm paying attention. Because after 50, health isn't just about pills and procedures. It's about presence. About being an active partner with your own heart. One quiet check at a time. Your heart doesn't just beat, it speaks. And every morning is a chance to listen. Maybe you've been through a heart scare. Maybe you're just trying to stay one step ahead. Or maybe, you've finally reached that age where you know. Health isn't promised, it's practiced. These small habits, drinking water, breathing deeply, moving your body, eating mindfully, and giving thanks. They may seem simple. But layer by layer, day by day, They build a fortress of strength around your heart. So tomorrow morning, before you check the news, before you reach for your phone, before the noise of the world comes rushing in, pause. Breathe. Drink water. Stretch gently. Feed your soul. Because after 50, your mornings are no longer just routines. They're your daily investment. In life. In energy. In clarity. And in love. You don't have to change everything at once. Just start with one habit. Pick the one that calls to you most. Do it tomorrow. Then the next day. And the next. Because when you give your heart a little love each morning, it remembers. And someday, when you need it most, it will love you back.